So they saying Gilberto Ramirez and David Benavidez isn't selling. It doesn't surprise me. Nobody care about that fight, regardless. Ain't nobody ever really cared about. Ain't nobody ever really cared about no cruiserweight fight for real. You know, cruiserweight was a division I believe the WBC created. You know, to kind of give a counter to the heavy and super heavyweight divisions in the amateurs. It just ain't never hit like that. It's like Bridgerweight. You know, cruiserweight ain't gonna never hit like that. And it's been around for a minute now, but you know, ain't nobody asked for this, man. Gilberto don't sell, David don't sell. So I thought they thought too negative to make a positive. No. You know, nobody asked for this fight. I mean, Ramirez been at cruiserweight. Who been watching cruiserweight? I mean, who beat his ass? Somebody beat his ass, didn't they? I can't remember who it was, but and Benavidez, you know, he's had a pit stop at light heavyweight, may go back. We want to see him versus Bivol and better BF, but you know, Bivol had the back injury and we don't know what's going on with him right now. But this wasn't a good idea. You know, but I get the opportunity. You see Canelo, he out till September. He gonna get off the dates. Y'all want to secure the dates for David Benavidez, and they got to be more marketing, more promotion behind this fight. And they ain't doing no marketing or promotion behind this fight. But they'll tell you that brothers don't sell. And the vast majority of Hispanic fighters don't sell. They only support a select few on the short list as Canelo. They don't even claim David because his mom is Ecuadorian. So they really ain't claiming him like that. And Ramirez, he think he was born in Mexico, but he ain't that talented of a fighter. So he ain't really that exciting of a fighter, that dominant of a fighter. So, Oscar really needs to turn on the charm and really push this fight. They put these fights together and they don't push marketing. They don't promote it. They don't, put it in the casual spotlight. So people don't know about it. And they can say, well, the tickets sold. We already know these dudes be buying these tickets, the casino comp tickets. They're going to be able to be out. If you were around the casino, they're going to ask you to come in just to fill the seats in for the frisky. But then again, it's just, it's letting you know that they just think you put two Mexicans in the ring, they can sell. Nowhere in history does it tell you that in the top 10 of promotions. Hey, one Mexican versus Mexican, I don't think in the top 10 of gross and pay-per-views. Unless you want to consider Triple G a Mexican. But they tell you the lies. Regardless of color, take color out of it or ethnic group. The people just want to see really good fights. Some people born with a silver spoon when they come to boxing. Some people born with it, they just popular. When you come out the amateurs, Sugar Ray Leonard was just that. Everybody has seen him. He had the $1 million smile. Everybody felt like they grew up with him in the amateurs. It's so funny. You could tell a dope fiend. You could tell somebody that's addicted to drugs, dog. This shit be so wild to me, dog. That's right, because I grew up around a bunch of drug dealers and dope. You can tell you could tell a lot of people got drug habits. You can just tell these niggas with drug habits, dog. Shit crazy, but just be watching people move and they got habits, bro. A lot of these dudes be strung out, bro. They be functional junkies and shit. But regardless of the color, it's just people, people want to see good fight, you having a gold medal used to mean something. But with Andre Ward, he didn't come out as the last male gold medalist. He didn't come out as super popular neither. You just gotta have that. De La Hoya just had that look and that smile and the cachet. Muhammad Ali just had that charm and that aura. Mayweather just, when he got out of Top Rank, wanted him to be a good boy. He got into the situation where I'm gonna pop my shit. And he had that aura around him. And Roy was just, he had the personality and Roy had the flamboyance in the ring. Trinidad had a country behind him. Chavez had a country behind him. You know? So usually those are the ones, or you have to build your greatness throughout your career over longevity, like Bernard Hopkins. But the thing about it is they're not creating people with personalities no more. They're not creating people don't have personalities, people don't have gift of gab, people don't have aura, people don't have swag no more. Them days is over with. Not engaging. Even we watch WWE, these niggas, I'm going to WrestleMania. You watch this shit. This shit is ass. The wrestlers have no personality. The storylines is ass. I don't understand how people just be locked into that shit. The shit is ass. And they really be spending their hard-earned money, and I be looking like this shit is ass. But then again, you know, we grew up on a different era. A lot of us grew up on the golden era. But really, before the golden era, they were even better then too. So these dudes don't have cachet, swag, you know, and then, or you just an exciting fighter. But a lot of times it's other things that get people to the ring. $1 million smile. You know how to talk that shit, you know, and then you deliver in the ring. But it ain't that. You got a generation of fighters before who didn't want to pass the baton to these guys. While not passing the baton, they still want to fight and overshadow these guys. And meanwhile, while all that's going on, you know, they hating that these dudes getting overpaid, but it's the same money. It's the same money. I remember T-Mac was saying that a lot of the older players hate on the younger players because it's the same money damn near. It's just, you know, you looking at the number, you ain't looking at inflation and what shit costs. It's all the same. With inflation, the shit might be a lot less. You just hear $300 million contract. But you ain't looking at taxes that went up. You didn't look at gas went up. You didn't look at property taxes went up. Homes went up. The average car is at a record high. The average new car, I forget what it is, almost 30, 35, 40 bands. For a car that takes $7,000 to make. This is why when people make statements like, oh, it's because of the blanket statements, because of the money that they get, they make blanket statements, but they don't really put it into context what it really is. They don't put it into context like that, what it really is, but yeah, don't surprise me. This wasn't an appealing fight. I know somebody comments, well, you know, this fight is not for you guys. It's for Mexicans. Okay, where y'all at? Where y'all money at then? I know the pay-per-view gonna go crazy. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million pay-per-view buys. You want fries with that? You know, I know the pay-per-view gonna go cray-cray. I know the Mexicans gonna tap in. They gonna go crazy off the pay-per-view. They gonna buy merchandise, shirts, all that shit, right? Like, no, nobody care about this fight, man. Mexican fans care about gigantic fights just like everybody else do. This fight, nobody asked to see it. Nobody asked to see it. Have you seen her? Nobody asked to see this fight, bro. But for some reason, you know, boxing just makes the fights and like take it and then wonder why they don't do pay-per-view. Wonder why they don't sell. You got to give the people what they want. And time again, they refuse to give the fans what they want. And every time out, you ain't got to give the fans what they want. Sometimes the fans don't know what they would need. And every now and again, you know, they put on a good fight that we didn't ask for, but it was phenomenal. But you never get what you want. And when you get what you want, it never lives up to the hype because they done marinated it too long. It never lives up to the motherfucking got knocked out, got a loss, the whole nine. But yeah, you know, we'll see. But it doesn't surprise me. I knew it wasn't gonna sell well. I knew it wasn't. Nobody cared about this fight. Nobody was talking about. Nobody just rushing to see a cruiserweight fight. That's the wild thing. Nobody rushing to see no damn cruiserweight fight. But hey, man, you know, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, drop video. Find me on X, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Kick. Join the Patreon. Just updated it. Appreciate the love, support. And check out the Boxing Rumors playlist for more videos like this. Peace.